Okay, we are back. We going to continue. Continue from where we left off. Yeah, the mic is on. Okay, we good. Give y'all about another couple seconds here. Wait for 1 minute, and then we'll get back into our messages. But we left off with surrender obsessive thinking, and I was talking about Mars being a Leo, Pluto in Aquarius, the South Node in Scorpio, Jupiter in Taurus. All the fixed signs are in play. And what Pluto and the South Node are doing at this time is really detoxing you from anything that would prevent you from aligning with your soul's mission. Because there's things that you may feel that you want and need, but they may not necessarily be in alignment to your soul's path. As we have your first card being surrender to your soul's path. Okay. So these next few days, I would say next couple weeks, you definitely want to keep in mind to surrender the obsessive thinking that if you are obsessing about a person or a situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. And this is in moments where you start to really feel like you're being blocked or, you're being blocked. I'm getting writing. Some of you may have writer's block. We have creation here. Then under that, we have air. So you may feel like you're unable to express yourself fully. Write it out. If you're unable to write it out, talk it out. And this doesn't necessarily have to be with other people. This could be a voice note that you record, a video that you record for yourself and have that conversation with yourself. But let me see what else we have. Yes, we back in here, beloved. We got movement. Okay. Blocked movement. Let me pull some tarot cards on this. Witness and supported is here. All right, so you definitely have your ancestors, spirit guides, ascended masters surrounding you. That if you feel like a certain movement is blocked, it could be a result of you obsessively thinking of it, or you're being blocked so that way you don't step into this phase of obsessively thinking of it, because it may not be something that it's in alignment to your soul's path as you're being asked to collective to surrender to your soul's path. Okay. Ooh, these cards just flew out. Let's see, 3 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, 6 of Cups, Ace of Swords. Yeah, you're gaining a lot of clarity of how to bring something into harmony here. This could be with family or loved ones. Looking away from these cards are just falling out. Standing your ground. Yeah, Mars and Leo. Some of you are going to really have to stand your ground here. That's the obsessive thinking. Show me this. What's going on here? What's going on? What is this about? Listen, okay. Because we are in Mercury shadow phase. So if this cuts out, yeah, just go see me on the next video. I may record it, but whatever has already came through, that's probably all you have to hear for right now. So we're just going to do it that way. We got the 9 of Pentacles, Venus and Virgo. Some of you could have Venus in Virgo in your progressive chart or your progression right now. Now, Venus and Virgo, we have Venus speaking of beauty, core values, bringing the beauty into something so that way you can put it out there, so that way you can market it. Now, this could have to do with you and a particular service you want to provide, or you're realizing that the way you show your love language is of being of service to the one that you love, whether that be like, it may seem like you're submitting to a person, but you're actually not, because it's not something you would force yourself to do. And you may not even go by that label. It's just what you enjoy doing, making sure that people are okay, making sure that everything is put in order. But I'm also seeing, make sure you're not people pleasing, because that could be the lower vibration of being there for people. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget to like this video as well, beloved. Let me see. 9 of Pentacles also speaks of Something may not be moving forward. You may remain single at this time because it's not in alignment to your soul's path. And then we have the Justice card that came. So this has to do with the contract, some form of a contract. Yeah, there's definitely the finalizations of different contracts here. Okay. Queen of Cups, fourth house, Cancerian energy. Let me see. Wow, Four of Wands. Sheesh. For some of you, this definitely has to do with the relationship. Something you've been obsessively thinking about, and it's time for you to surrender to spirit. And surrendering to your spirit is going with that gut instinct, that feeling, that initial feeling as to what to do. Because in most cases, you're asking for source to help you with something, right? And you may feel like you're supposed to see a sign, like on a billboard or on a person's shirt, which may come that way. The signs may come through that way. But what I'm picking up on is the universe is wanting you to respond to the feeling, the initial feeling, without putting logic to it. Like that Starseed Oracle card says, trust your intuition before it makes sense. Okay, so trusting that instinctive intuition that comes through. This has to do with something you've been wanting to do within the last 2 years. Page of Swords has to do with studying, spying, last 2 years, getting more so studying. It's like putting all of your ducks in a row, and you have done so, and you're being asked not to obsessively think about what's already in front of you. You know, it's like you have all the answers. I'm seeing a magician now. You have everything that you are seeing that you need right in front of you to make the decision that's in alignment to your soul's path here. Okay. So let's see what else. That was the Fool and the Nine of Cups. But what you got here is the Seven of Pentacles. Like you have to now ask yourself, is this worth it? Some of you could be asking yourself if this is worth it. And if you are with this obsessive thinking, look at what's already in front of you. Look at what has already been invested, what you have already invested in. So, okay, because obviously this is collective, so I'm giving whatever it is that's coming forward. So, is this worth it? Is being better off with what you may feel it's less, but it's more. Less is more. Less is more. Wow, you have the Hierophant here, higher level of commitment. Some of you could be looking at a lot in your life as far as higher levels of commitment with love, family, certain habits that you have or core values that no longer serve you. You know what I mean? And it's important to be mindful of that. Don't obsessively think about it, but be mindful because Jupiter and Taurus is going to expand what it is that you value, what it is that you care about. You know, I'm also getting some of you don't get too offended when someone tells you they don't care. See if that's one of those things that it's right in front of you. When someone says I don't care, let it be and just move on. There's no need for you to be getting them to understand you and figuring out why they don't. Because if you focus on that, Jupiter and Taurus is going to expand what you care about, what you're valuing based on what you care about. You know, so some of you may want to read the subtle art of not giving a fuck. The Tower. There it goes. That's wild. Because I definitely saw that here. Didn't say that, but with this 9 and this 7, that's 16. Source is coming in to shift this regardless. What's next? What's at the bottom? The World card. Yo. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, that love button, although Wow. What's the tower moment? This, ooh wee. Okay, hold on now. What's the tower moment? What is the tower moment? An ending, I'm telling you. This transformation has to happen. There's nothing you or it's like you feel like a conversation must be had to settle something, not even settle, but to get to the conclusion of it. Right now there's a much more powerful force surrounding the collective that's making these changes, aka love. That's literally making these changes. So if it's not love, and it's one of those loves where it's like you don't even have to say unconditional because love is supposed to just be that. It is that. It's not that. So it is that. Show me this. And the reason why it's supposed to be, why that makes sense, because the foundation of self-love has to be solid. Until then, literally, foundation, self-love. 844. With the King Vulture at the bottom of the deck. Let me look at this. And 20, that's 844, 2044, judgment. The 44 has to do with the spiritual realm. So this is some serious shit when it comes to your ancestors and spirit guides. Really, like, not playing. There's a fulfilling of a contract here that has to happen. Where is this? It's like whatever's in the way of this not being fulfilled, it won't be any longer. That's for sure. I'm telling you, look at Raphael, the man holding the heart. What's this? Deceit. Yeah, whatever doesn't this, just breathe. Just breathe. What's this energy? The broken heart, I'm telling you. So it says shit about that. The fan, 9 of Pentacles. Broken heart is number 9, but this is also symbolic of the 3 of Swords. Lessons learned through the obstacles and challenges when it comes to one-on-one partnerships, significant partnerships, Libra. Show me this. Anxiety, another 9. That you could be seeing a lot of 9s right now because this tower moment is coming in, but it's a tower moment that's in the greatest. It's for the greatest purpose of all, the highest purpose for all involved. Gardening the gate. I just heard Uriel, Archangel Uriel, number 30. And then we got the sun. Yep. So you're being warned about some form of disaster. And through that warning is where you're being guided to make certain shifts in your life or disconnect or reconnect with certain people or situations. Yeah, caring connections. Because these caring connections are going to help you to realign with the universal law of cause and effect, because what influences that law of cause and effect of the being itself in the heart chakra is what you care about. Patience. 16, the tower. And as we see here, have patience with yourself with endings, which is what I was telling y'all. Just breathe. Just breathe. Yes. If you feel like you have to reconnect with someone, where it's like y'all both have this mutual agreement that, regardless of whatever's going on in your life, y'all will always be there for each other. Daughter spirit here. Reconnect. Some of you are being guided to do that, and you don't feel ashamed for doing something that you said out loud to someone that you would never do, because that's actually your pride getting in your way. Because when in the moment of you saying that, in the position that you're in now, you're no longer that person. You know what I'm saying? There are certain values and beliefs that have shifted. What's this? Okay. Yep. Strength card, Leo energy coming through here. Major arcana after major arcana. Let me look at this. Yeah, you're really looking at a lot of, not a lot of, but significant partnerships, and if it's worth it. Because source is making you do so. Your soul is making you do so, as most of you are now realigning with your soul. You know what I mean? Because if we actually I was about to say, if we actually automatically just reconnect with or connect with our soul's mission, then we wouldn't see half of the things that we see today. But that's not necessarily true, because there's legit souls that are here having to do what they have to do in order to create this alert awakening. And as I'm saying that, what it really feels like though is more so, yeah, they may have to come here and bring forth the chaos or activate the chaos by pissing people off. But they too also have to make a decision where they're realizing that that's their mission, but that's not really who they are. That's just part of the mission. And then once that mission is completed, they're now able to shift into being part of love. And I feel like that's where you'll see certain people go from one lifestyle to another, which we see constantly. You know what I mean? It's like somebody who at one point didn't give a fuck about people, and all of a sudden they're the most amazing healers in the world. Literally, yeah. Kingpins, American gangsters type of energy right there. So let's see. That's the truth. About that. Yep, Three of Swords. I heard broken homes are being rebuilt, but you have to pull the swords out. So there has to be truths that are actually spoken out to bring forth the clarity. It's like, just be honest about the way you feel. Be honest about the way you feel so you can really see the true intentions of those around you. Because some of you are literally hurting yourself by not wanting to make someone feel bad about what you have to say. But when you align with that universal law, you look at cause and effect. It got nothing to do with right or wrong, good or bad. You know? So yeah, definitely clearing out that throat chakra. Let me pull some of my cards here. We about to conclude this message. Yeah, look at that. At the bottom of the deck, your ancestors are realigning you. This is your ancestors are realigning you with someone you know through the alignment of, let me say that again. Your ancestors are aligning you with source signal when it comes to someone you know. I'm also picking up on strong divine union energy too, where you and another person may, had to go separate paths. Yes. Okay. To get in alignment with your soul's purpose, because had you been around each other, you both would have sabotaged yourselves and you're too divine. All of you here are too divine for that. So there were certain moments you had to experience those broken hearts, those rejections, but that was all, connecting you with your soul's path. Okay? Like it says here, your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. What else we got here, Source? Let me put these back. Those are just at the top. Royal bloodline. This is also why you may have been seeing 1313. Okay. I appreciate you more, love. What else we got here? What else we got here? This message was definitely straight to the point. Straight to the point. Okay. Anything for the collective. Okay. Give you a little book here. Let's see what the theme of it is. God energy. All right. Definitely take note of these synchronicities that you are seeing. Look up the numbers, align with the messages, see if it resonates with you. But source is definitely speaking. There are celestial beings surrounding us all, helping us with this shift, and these numbers are significant to each and every one of you. We have paternal, Paris, Sirius. Some of you could definitely have a birthday in connection to that. I'll look at that in just a bit. What's today? Wednesday. Proverbs 29:18, where there's no vision, the people perish, but he who keeps the law abundant is deed. Remove thyself, balance is key. Order of the Blue Rose, Melchizedek. Powerful being of divine light, the truly awakened heart. Passion of occult keys to human salvation through knowing self. Infinity, eternity, universality. Original DNA codes for the human collective for Earth. Pure consciousness of love and wisdom. This is why you're being guided or have been feeling like you wanted to isolate yourself and may not want to be around people, especially with all that's been happening. Being one of those who carries the original codes or DNA strands and things of that nature within the body, so that you can give that energy off. But it happens through you isolating yourself. Not that you're lonely or alone. I'm hearing regrouping. Got the body of a goddess. 10:48, 22:48. You may want to look up these numbers. It was just 23:44 on the timer. We have healer. Let that shit go. Okay. So, yeah. Let me look at something here. What time is it? 8:56. It went right to Sirius. Right to Sirius. So July 3rd to the 8th is significant. And let's see here. The constellation of Alpha Canis Major. Sirius bestows an optimistic, broad outlook and the ability to make have loyal and respectful social connections in higher places. With this star's influence, you can enjoy prosperity and success and can act as guardian or have a custodial position. Often and without much effort, you can receive favors from superiors. Sirius may indicate honor, wealth, and fame, as well as an opportunity to exercise power and leadership qualities. Sirius may also encourage rebellious or daredevil behavior, and it thus warns against the danger of pushing ahead prematurely. Linked to your sun's degree, this star suggests success in business, domestic happiness, and an inclination toward the arts, astrology, philosophy, or higher learning. If honor comes too early, you might be unprepared and unable to cope with success. This is what was pulling through before, where had it happened sooner, any form of partnership or connection, there could have been some form of sabotage because there's still a level of preparation that had to happen, which occurred through your experiences that the ego took you through. Frequently, you represent, let's see here, you present a royal demeanor and you are successful in dealing with the public. This star also indicates that you are trustworthy and can act as custodian of other people's property. On the positive of Sirius star, faithfulness, important responsibilities, joy of living, love of enterprise, successful creative activities, and the negative of this star Sirius, the urge for freedom at any cost, misuse of power, and positions of trust. All right, so that is July 3rd to July 8th. You are your star family. If you were born in that range, your star family is Sirius. Okay, it's they Sirius. Some of you could have a father with that birthday, and that could also be the one that is helping you to get to these high places and positions of power. I'm also getting that some of you may not feel prepared, but you have more than enough experience to, you know that you are prepared for this next phase in your life. And this is why you're being removed, or certain situations are being removed from you, and you are connecting or reconnecting with other situations. So that way you're being surrounded by the energy that can move you forward rather than holding you back. All right. So that is your message. I'm going to see you on the next live or video that I post. Hit that notification bell, hit that like button. If you are wanting a personal energy update or full personal reading, email me. The information is in my description box below. Love you and take care of yourself. I love you.